if you think we're on the run. We are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done? Mr. Brown goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
Come on now, keep it up. Come on, forward. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Up, 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 up. Come on now, keep it up. Left, right, left, right, left, right, right. Get him up, Godfrey. Good. Halt. All right, stand straight. Keep still, Jones.
Yes, sir. The spirit is willing, sir, but I think my body's slung it in.
Stand at ease. Now, before we fall out, one or two things I want to say to you.
Don't you think you ought to sit down for a bit, Mr. Mandarin?
No. I'll be quite all right. Just go and get my notes.
Can the men have a breather while you're getting them, sir?
Oh, very well. If you think they need it.
Come on, have a breather.
Oh, dear me.
Oh, good Lord. You all right, sir?
Oh, perfectly all right, thank you.
Good.
My goodness. Those men are out of condition.
Are they really?
Oh. You'll have to take them on a series of cross-country runs.
Oh, yeah. I shall enjoy that.
What's that in your hand?
Well, this is a little magazine. It's called The Hotspur.
The Hotspur?
Hotspur, yes.
I left you behind to look after the telephone. You wanted to pass the time. There are plenty of training pamphlets about without resorting to children's magazines and penny dreadfuls.
As a matter of fact, I was reading this. It's in young Frank's handwriting.
Give it to me.
It's a sort of article about the Home Guard. I found it rather amusing.
Rather amusing.
Yes, amusing.
I think it's disgraceful.
What?
Now, look here. I'm going to nip this sort of thing in the bud right away. Get the men on parade.
All right, sir. All right, right, fellas. What it is? Who's the can? 3 ranks. Come on.
Fall in 3 ranks, like the sergeant says. Come on now. Fall in 3 ranks, like the sergeant says. Come on now. 3 ranks, like the sergeant said. Right, sir. We've fallen in 3 ranks, like the sergeant said, sir.
Thank you, Jones. Watch. Hand! Stand at ease. Hurry up, Jones. That's better. Private Pike?
Sir?
What is this?
Hey, where'd you get hold of that from?
Never mind where I got it from. What is it?
Well, it's an article I'm writing for a competition. How'd you get hold of it? You left it in your Hotspur, Frank. You've no right to touch my Hotspur. I haven't read it yet.
Mr. Speak, sir. I was supposed to have Pikey shot, sir, before Sergeant Wilson.
All right, Jones. I only glanced at it.
But I always have Pikey Hotspur after him.
Be quiet,
Said
all
he
of
could
you.
have.
Now, I want Sergeant Wilson to read it aloud.
For the Hotspur?
No, the article. Read it aloud.
It's not fair. It's private.
Silence in the ranks. Carry on, Wilson.
Right, sir. My name is Frank Pike. I'm a private in the Home Guard. That should be G-U-A-R-D.
Never mind the spelling. Just read it
All
out.
right, sir. Well, me and the lads will soon spot any parachutists who land in our district, especially if he lands in a pub. The other night we started at the Dog and Partridge, and we made sure there were no parachutists in 11 pubs in 2 hours. By that time, you were all soozled.
Suzzled.
The sergeant is my uncle. I can do what I like with him.
Disgraceful.
The officer's a bit of an old...
Yes, all right. We've heard enough. Now, Pike, I'm not going to go into your shameful conduct in writing this. You've let the side down, and I expect you're feeling pretty rotten about it. What concerns me is the subject.
Stories like this about the Home Guard are what we're getting from the comedians on the wireless. And it's quite untrue. My unit is a hand-picked band of ruthless fighting men. Since I've been in command here, I've done my best to set an example in sobriety and devotion to duty. And I don't want to hear any more stories about sponges, drunkards, or four-ale bars.
No need for you to be downcast or trodden by what young Pikey has written. Since days of yore, soldiers and drink have always gone together, like chalk and cheese.
I don't see why my men should be swilling about in beer.
Well, when we was in the Sudan, we used to drink arak. Yeah, drink half a pint of that, you didn't know whether you were coming or going. Mind you, we didn't do a lot of coming or going, so it didn't seem to matter very much.
No, all right. Now, I want to make it quite clear that never again do I want to hear any stories about men under my command drinking. Understood? Right. Now, the Home Guard officers of the district are throwing a sherry party for local civil dignitaries and the officers of surrounding units. Now, I've offered to be the host, and I've offered to be the host. That offer has been accepted. We shall be using this hall, and you, Corporal Jones, your section will volunteer to provide stewards, etc. So if you'll just bring your section into the office, we'll sort that out.
Right, come on, my section.
Private Sponge?
Sir.
Your men will patrol from the gasworks to the Novelty Rock Emporium.
Sir.
And no drinking, mind.
Not a drop will touch our lips, sir.
Right. Move.
We'll get a couple of straws. Come on.
Now, are we all here?
All except Fraser, I think, sir. He's interviewing a client in Eastbourne.
Yeah, Mr. Croxton.
Yeah.
Croxton?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's likely to be delayed for some time. Old Croxton's a bit of a chatterbox.
He's not likely to chatter much in the box Fraser's going to put him in.
Joke's in rather bad taste, Jones. Put Fraser down for steward, will you?
All right, sir.
He can serve the drinks round.
Right.
Jones, you better be on the door.
Yes, sir. I shall be on the door, and when the people come in, I shall ask them their names and tell them who they are. What?
I shall be in charge of the cloakroom, coats and things.
It's a very good idea, Godfrey.
Can I help serve the drinks?
Not much too young to be handling alcohol.
What would you like me to do, sir?
Oh, we'll just try to look pleasant.
I think Sergeant Wilson ought to play some light music on the piano. That's pleasant.
No, really, Jonesy, no. I'm really not good enough.
I think Sergeant Wilson's playing would add a little tone to the occasion.
Yeah.
Oh, very well. You can play the piano, Wilson.
All right, sir.
But not very loudly.
Here! What's all this I heard about you won in the Hall on Wednesday? It's my night and I need it for training.
I need it for a very important military purpose.
Important military purpose? You're just having a booze up.
It is not a booze-up.
Well, it's my night for it and I'm going to exercise my prerogative.
I'm afraid it is his night, Mr. Mannering.
He's within his rights, and that's a fact.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Yateman. I'll deal with this.
Look, Vicar, I must have it. This is a very important liaison meeting between army officers and local civic dignitaries.
Local civic dignitaries? Well, I haven't been invited. I'm not just a nobody, you know. I'm a bigwig round here.
Well, I'm sure you had every intention of inviting Mr. Hodges, didn't you, Mr. Mannering?
Well, I suppose... Yes, of course.
Oh, good. I like a party. Any women?
No, there aren't any.
Oh, never mind. We'll have a few jars and a bit of a knees up, eh?
Bit of a knees up. This is a dignified social occasion.
Yes, with musical cocktails and cucumber sandwiches.
Cucumber sandwiches, they make you belch, don't they? Oh, well, thanks for the invite. You can have the all.
Well, thank goodness that's settled then. I'll hope you have a good evening.
His Reverence hasn't had an invite yet.
You'll be very welcome, of course, Vicar.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Mannering. I shall look forward to it.
You're not coming.
Right, well, that's settled. Corporal Jones, take your section and resume normal training.
Right, sir. My section, normal time, resume in the hall. Go!
Oh, sir, my sister Dolly makes very nice cucumber sandwiches, very dainty and moist. Shall I ask her to do some?
Thank you, Godfrey.
She will be pleased.
Fine man, that.
Oh, yes.
They all are.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody I'd rather have at my side when the balloon goes up.
Yes. Don't you think you were just a tiny bit harsh to them, you know, about the beer and the pubs and so forth?
No,
Huh?
I don't. No, I don't think so. Just happens to be something that I feel very strongly about. Where I was brought up, I suppose.
Yes.
My father's a member of the Master Tailors Guild, you know.
Was he? They don't drink while they're sewing, I suppose.
Of course they don't, no. You'd have the odd sherry on festive occasions, no, join in the fun. But all my family were the same. They all knew when to stop. That's better.
Teaspoon! Teaspoon!
Been to a funeral, then?
I happen to be an undertaker.
You got the right sort of mush for it and all.
I never got the right sort of flesh to flatten that red nose of yours.
No. Don't be like that. Here, have a drink.
No. I never touch it when I'm going on a professional call.
Pity. Real Scotch.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm coming back from a professional call, so I'll accept it.
Don't mind me. Say what I think, you know. Tell the truth and shame the devil, that's me. Anyway, in your job, you need a sour, miserable-looking face, don't you?
You do indeed. Aye, we do.
I mean, you look like an undertaker. Now, I need a happy face in my profession. I'm a traveller. And I'm not travelling in Scotch either. Guess what I'm travelling in?
Oh, man, I have no idea.
Oh? Put it there.
Oh, how did you...
Hey, you've got it. Jokes. Carnival novelties. Here, smell this. Smell it. Oh, dear. Mannering's the name. Barry Mannering.
Mannering? Could it be that your father was a master tailor in Eastbourne?
Master tailor? I say that's good. He had a little draper's shop in East Street with workmen's clothes hanging up outside.
Then, could you be in any way related to George Mannering, the bank manager?
Old Bowface. His brother.
You don't say.
I'm on my way to see him now. I haven't worked the South Coast for about 15 years. All my work's been up in the North, you know. So I thought I'd just drop by, surprise him.
You'll be pleased to see you, no doubt.
I very much doubt it. Especially when he knows what I've come for.
Is that fancy now? I've no wish to poke my nose into your private affairs, but why's that?
I'll tell you. Just a minute. When my father died, I looked after him, you see, right up to the finish. He hadn't much to leave, you know, because he'd always liked a few on the quiet. But I'd always admired a gold half-unto watch he had. Used to wear it on the end of a chain across his waistcoat. You know, the old bow front. You remember how they used to do, you know, the sort of thing. Anyway, when he popped off, old Po-Face comes up and he says, "Hey, I'm having that watch," he said. Well, the old man kicking the bucket like that, I was a bit upset, you know, and I'd had a few. I don't mind admitting I'd had a few. Before I knew what was happening, before it had dawned on me what was going on, old Po-Face had nicked it. Oh, yeah. True as I'm standing on this station. So, I've taken a room at the Red Lion, and I'm going down to see him.
I don't. I'll be seeing him as soon as the train stops. I'll tell him you're coming.
Will you? Will you do that?
Of course. It'll be my pleasure. You should have seen Mannering's face when I told him I'd met his brother drunk.
Must have been a terrible shock to him.
Maybe maybe no. I've always said there was bad blood in that family, and I was right. They're boozers, the lot of them boozers.
My sister Dolly won't have drink in the house, except the parsnip wine she makes herself. I tried it once. I fell over.
I remember the last time my Uncle Arthur had one over the ape, Mum got ever so angry with him. He chased around the house, trying to tickle her and make her laugh. So she gave him a black eye and locked him in the coal shed. I stopped him.
And you know something else? Mannering's father was no more a master tailor than I am. He was a draper. A common wee draper.
Nothing wrong in being from humble stock. I come from humble stock, and my father was humble butcher. And he didn't have a sign above saying high-class butcher families wait on daily. He couldn't afford to wait on families daily because he hadn't got a fridge. As soon as the stuff come in, he had to bung it out quick before it went off. And he couldn't afford proper sawdust. You have to have second-hand stuff. All mingy old sawdust with all shavings in and bits of tin tacks and that. Anyway, he was a God-fearing man. He had quite a nice time.
And I'll tell you something else. According to his brother, our Captain Mannering is no more than a thief.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Fraser. I really can't believe that.
Maybe maybe no, all the same. I'd give a whole pound to be there when they meet.
He really does sound quite a character.
Oh, he's a character, all right. And the sooner he's out of Warmington-on-Sea, the happier I'll be. It's not that I'm ashamed of him.
No, no.
I mean, we both had the same upbringing, but he's just let his talents go to waste.
While you got on, so to speak.
Wilson.
Yeah.
I want you, if you can, to picture two boys.
Yes.
The one popular, good at games, hail fellow, well met. The other shy, lonely, standing in the corner of the playground.
Yes.
Alone. That one was me.
Sort of, hail fellow, well met?
No. The one alone in the playground.
Ah.
Later, of course, he was surrounded by girls, the laughing crowd, you know. But I was just left with my books.
Yeah.
But while he was busy getting sozzled, I was getting a clear brain and a sharp eye. You know, I used to take a cold bath every morning, Wilson.
Did you really? I expect that would have cleared the brain.
Oh, yes. Yes, and that way of life was fitting me for what I've become today. Respected, trustworthy, able, unashamedly to look the whole world full in the face.
Right. Excuse me, sir. Hello. Yes. Yes? I think it's your brother, sir.
Tell him I'm busy. Right.
Can I help you at all? What? He says he wants to speak to somebody called Po-Face. No. He says if you're not here, he'll see you tomorrow at the bank. Shall I make an appointment at 10:30?
No. Tell him I'm tied up all
Right,
day.
I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid he's going to be tied up all day. Yes.
All right, then. I'll pop round to his house.
No. Elizabeth, they'll have a fit.
All right, Doctor.
Or better still, I'll come over tomorrow evening and watch him playing soldiers.
Why don't you do that? Yes.
No. It's not the night of the sherry party.
Oh, my God, yes.
Look, tell him
Yes?
I'll go round to the Red Lion tomorrow afternoon at tea time and see him.
All right. Are you still there? He'll come round tomorrow, tea time, at the Red Lion and see you. All right?
We must all stick together, never mind the
Mind the cloud up there? It's a bit warm. It's the war, you see. I'd better make sure he's in a fit state. He was a bit rough after lunch. What name is it?
Oh, just say it's a friend.
A friend, I see. Here, wake up!
What is it?
Somebody to see you. A man says he's a friend.
Tell him to go and boil his head.
He's awake.
Obviously. Thank you very much. Shilling for him.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, it's you. I thought it might be. Well, Betty, been a long time. 15 years. By the looks of you, you haven't changed much. Neither of you. Po-Face. Stop. Well, what do you want? If it's money you've come for, you're out of luck. All right. Keep your rag on. You want a drink? No, thank you. Please yourself. I should have thought 5:30 in the afternoon was a bit early, even for you. Po-Face. Look at you. Furled umbrella, striped trousers, pot hat. Because you've got on, haven't you? I'm the branch manager. Oh. Nice for you. Put your hand in the till when you get a bit short, do you? Ridiculous. Look, you better come to the point. I have an important affair to see to at 7:30. An important affair? Is she blonde? How dare you. It's a sherry party for senior officers and civic dignitaries. Don't get drunk. Runs in the family. It certainly does not. Does in my bloody branch. Oh, hey. I'll give you a story. I'll give you a story to tell them at the party. He just came his shop, you see. And he had a girl assistant behind the counter. A fella comes in, and he says... Look, I have to leave here in 5 minutes. Get to the point. What have you come for? That's what I've come for. That watch. You're not having it. Now, you know perfectly well that Dad always wanted me to have that watch for looking after him. Looking after him? All you did was pour whiskey down his throat. Kept him happy, didn't I? More than you did, sitting on the end of his bed looking miserable. I told him jokes. Loved a joke. Dad did. You should have heard him laugh when I told him about you and that girl who used to work in the sweet factory. She was the assistant manageress. Was she, Alice, like? She was a rock puller. With a big sticky dollop of rock and slung it over a hook and pulled it. And slung it over the hook again and pulled it again. When I told him that when you tried to pull her, she told you to sling your hook, he choked on his bismuth as he was a goner. That did. Look, all this is beside the point. I've got the watch, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Talk about it later. My turn doesn't go till 9:30. I'll look in on the party. You do no such thing. You're going to stop me. I'll have you thrown out. Which would be a nice little scene, wouldn't it? You standing there, all pompous, and me yelling at the top of my voice, "Pull face has nicked my watch! Pull face has nicked my watch!" Somebody will hear you. They'll hear me all right. Look, if I let you have it, will you give me a solemn oath that you'll be on that 9:30 train? As a commercial traveller and a gentleman, I give you my word. Don't pull the chain too hard, you'll flush yourself. Just beyond that 9:30 train. Don't take any tin money. To think that you've come to this.
Clean as a whistle. Oh, like ivory, Godfrey. Marvellous good. Hold on. What's all that purple stuff in your hands there, Pike?
Oh, no need to worry about that, Uncle Arthur. No, it's Gobstopper, look.
For heaven's sake, get rid of it before Captain Mannering sees you.
You know, when he came back from meeting that brother of his, he fair bit my head off just because I asked him to tell me the time by his watch.
You mean you're going to have the pleasure of meeting Captain Mannering's brother?
Well, as a matter of fact, I don't think he's been invited.
For goodness sake, Godfrey, son, have you lost all the little wits you used to have? Mannering's brother is the black sheep of the family. He is the skeleton in the cupboard. If he comes to the party, Mannering will be exposed to the world as the fraud that he is. Did you hear me? Exposed to the world.
Well, he hoped there'd be enough cucumber sandwiches.
I'm sorry I'm late, Sergeant Wilson, but I've been killing my moth.
Oh, I see.
This is my announcing suit.
This is very, well, you look very smart, Jonesy. Very good.
Where's Captain Mannering?
Well, I think he's escorting the General from the Colonel's office, Colonel's house, rather. Now, we better get to our positions, I think, don't you? I'll go over there, shall I? To the piano. And you, Jonesy, you start, will you do that? Start announcing the guests.
Right. All right. Well, there we are, then. Come on. Oh, blimey, this is all right. God, blimey, what's going on here? Old folks' clinic?
Just a minute. What are you coming through the side for? You're supposed to come through the front entrance, and I'm supposed to announce who you are.
Well, we know who we are. Where's the booze?
Say, we haven't started yet.
Would you care for a cucumber sandwich?
Oh, yes, very nice. Tough. Oh, really lovely.
Tasty. I say, how delicious.
Oh, all right, they are.
Only two left.
Oh, a pity to waste them. There. Go back for more. All right, okay.
Sergeant Wilson.
Yeah?
Mannering's brother's coming up the drive. What? He'll be exposed. I knew it.
That's a damn silly place to leave a fire bucket, isn't it? Oh, who's drawn these curtains? Oh, is it? Hello, good evening, everybody. Is this the party?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Could you tell me your name, please?
Mannering, Barry Mannering. Jukes and carnival novelties.
My lord, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Barry Mannering, jokes and carnival novelties.
Hey, is it a fancy dress, do?
You must be Captain Mannering's brother. How very nice to meet you.
Oh, it is a fancy dress. You've come as a vicar. Hey, your collar's the wrong way round. Never mind. Have an exploding cigar. Sweetheart!
He's all tiddly. You've got to do something about him.
What can I do?
Well, go and talk to him. Go on, talk to him.
How very nice to see you. I think we have met before. In fact, I think we spoke to each other on the telephone. Didn't we?
Oh, certainly. You're the one with the posh voice.
What?
Oh, yeah. I thought I'd given him a bit of a rough time this afternoon, so I'd come round and apologise.
Oh, I see.
Apologise? You don't want to apologise to Napoleon.
Napoleon? Is that what you call him?
Yeah. Hello.
Pull face.
Pale face? Always going pale face.
You ask me, that just about describes him.
That'll be quite enough of that, Mr. Yateman.
Arthur, we've got to do something about him. You show Mr. Mainwaring up.
If more guests arriving, he'll be exposed. It'll be the ruin of him.
Don't panic. There's more guests around. We've got to keep calm. We've got to keep calm. Now, don't panic.
Dorothy, all right. Perhaps he might care to go to the dressing room and wash his hands or something.
That's a very good idea, Godfrey. Frank, take him in there. And Jonesy, you carry on with announcing the guests, will you? Good.
Here, this chemist's shop. Had a girl assistant at the counter, you see. And a fella comes into the shop, and he said...
Hey, excuse me, would you like to wash your hands?
He didn't say anything in the can.
He was just getting to the fruity bit.
Well, speaking for myself, I'm very glad he was stopped.
There's a basin in the corner. I'll go and get your towel.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Me lords, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Doubleday and Major Shoesmith.
Major Doubleday and Captain Shoesmith.
Me lords, ladies and gentlemen, the other way round.
Let me out! You've locked the damn door!
Uncle Arthur, play something.
All right.
I've just thought of something to keep him quiet.
All right, all right.
Can you play in the mood? What? It's popular at parties.
Is it really?
Would you care for the cucumber sandwich? They're quite nice. My sister Dolly made them.
I'm sorry, emergency call. Here, would you like one of Mr. Godfrey's sandwiches? His sister Dolly makes them. Come on, Uncle Arthur, play up.
All right.
Here, you can have this. As long as you promise to be as quiet as a church mouse.
Well, here we are, sir. Private Fraser will take your cab.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Would you tell me your name, please, sir?
Major General Anstruther Stevens.
Sir, could you tell me your name, please, sir?
Yes, Captain Mac... Oh, get on with it, sir.
Me lords, ladies and gentlemen, Major General Anstruther Stevens and Captain Mainwaring, Esquire, and some other people.
Hello, Napoleon.
Good evening.
I've just been talking to your brother.
What?
I thought that'd wipe the smile off your face. Your po face.
Excuse me. Mr. Mainwaring, you've got nothing to worry about. I've locked him in that little side office there, and he's promised to be as quiet as a church mouse.
What sort of a state was he in?
Drunk.
Well, there's very little chance of him keeping that promise.
No, he will. He will, because I bribed him.
Huh?
Gave him a whole bottle of sherry to himself.
You stupid boy.
Well, what else was I supposed to do?
Don't use that tone of voice to me. Fraser, Jones. Get him out of there.
But all these people are seeing. We'll be exposed.
And shove him through the window.
You rely on us, sir. We'll shove him through the window, sir.
Would you care for a cucumber sandwich, sir?
Go away.
We'll see. We'll see. Play the piano while we push Captain Mainwaring's brother through the window.
What do you suggest?
Make it loud.
Hey, all right. You go on in. I've had a better idea.
Right on. Gosh. We'll never get him through there.
We might be able to manage. Excuse me, sir. Do you mind if we push you through the window?
Oh, sir. What's going on? There's a landlady after me.
My boy.
Heave the... Sideways. Turn him sideways.
Come on, spring out.
That's it. Your way. Right.
Okay,
straight on.
That's it. Straight through.
Don't arrange to take some infantry fire by the crack and thump method.
Excuse us. Just getting rid of the empties.
Good, good.
No good trying him sideways. He's as broad as his long.
Hey, is this some sort of parlour game, like sardine?
Here, let's put him in this.
That's a good idea, Pikey. So we're finished with the window now. Try getting in the cupboard.
Ah! Oh, it's just sardines.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not hiding with him. He's an undertaker. Just a minute. You're not going to saw me in half, are you?
You knock it, Mr. Jones. Go on. We'll bolt it, make sure we can't get out. Now, you see, if we all lift at the same time, you see...
Who's the next one in? Appears that if you know the formula, you can work out the distance between you and the chap who's shooting at you by the length of time between the crack of the thumb.
What's that noise?
Oh, it's my sergeant. He doesn't often play the piano. That'll be enough, Wilson, thank you.
No, I mean the hammering.
Oh, hammering. I hadn't noticed any hammering. Excuse me, sir. Go and find out what's happening in there, will you?
Oh, right. That's it. Get them on in.
Come on.
Oh, my turn again, is it? Soon comes round, isn't it?
Come on, Wilson, give us a bit of a hand.
All right, Jody, yes.
Now, when I say lift, we'll all lift.
All right.
Ready? Lift! Oh. He's not much of a weight, is he?
No, you see, it's much easier when you all pull together.
Come on, let's go.
Hey! Look!
He doesn't look after his boots like Captain Mandarin, does he?
What floor is this, then?
Captain Maverick, I hope your men are not doing any damage in that dressing room.
His Reverence has heard some very strange noises.
No, nothing to worry about at all, I can assure you. Just a little domestic matter.
I think the captain's putting a very brave face on it, don't you, Vicar?
Excuse me, I'm discussing tactics with the General.
It's nice to know the captain's got a brave face as well as another sort of face, isn't it?
Oh, well done, chaps. My chaps are just doing a bit of clearing up.
A good show, getting rid of the empty ones, eh?
This one's a wee bit full, sir.
Wilson,
Yes, sir?
everything all right?
Oh, yes, sir. Could I have a word with you in private?
Oh, yes. Excuse us, sir.
Of course.
What's happened?
He passed out, sir, but Jones is going to take him in his van to the station.
Ah, well done, well
As a
done.
matter of fact, I got this watch back for you, sir. I know how much you treasured it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
Right,
that,
sir.
Wilson. Look, on second thoughts, he hasn't got very much. See him safely onto the train, will you, Wilson? And give that back to him. And wish him well.
All right, sir, all right. I hope he appreciates it.
There's only one left, sir. Would you care to have it?
No, thank you, Godfrey. The General wants to talk to me.
Delicious. Master does a wonderful way with cucumber sandwiches.
Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think we're on the run? We are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done? Mr. Brown goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
Are you there, sir?
Yes, of course I'm here.
Well, the men are fallen in. They really look awfully smart.
Good. Now come and look at them.
All right, sir.
Why aren't you in your snow camouflage suit?
Well, I came here by the high street, sir, and I didn't want to look a fool in public.
Well, I'm wearing mine. I don't look a fool. Why haven't you brought the men inside?
Well, it seems an awful shame, sir, you see, because the verger spent all day yesterday polishing the floor.
Oh, we can't worry about things like that. We've got a war to win. Bring them in.
All right, sir. Now, would you mind stepping in here, please? Quick as you can, please.
Right, thank you, Corporal. Stand at E. Very good indeed, man. Very proud of you. And now we can follow the example of our Finnish allies and become completely invisible in the snow.
Well, there's one thing. There's no snow.
Silence! Very good, John.
Sir?
What have you done to your spectacles?
Well, it's camouflage, sir. See, camouflage. I've got very highly coloured eyes, you know, sir. People frequently remark comments about them in the shop. See, look at that, sir, look, see? And I thought to myself, well, if they show up so much in the shop, how much more so much would they show up in the snow?
Yeah. I don't think it was necessary. Nostrils look a bit odd, too.
That's cotton wool, sir. It's cotton wool, you see. So when I'm in action, I get very fractious and worked up, sir. And my nostrils flare, sir. And they take on a sort of angry red hue. Of course, they don't show up in the shop because I don't get worked up and fractious. Well, nobody does over meat and sausages, do they? Anyway, if I got worked up and fractious in the snow, my nostrils would shine out like beacons and give my place away.
Yeah. I think you're going into the realms of fantasy now, John. Don't play the fool with me, boy.
I'm not playing the fool. Mum wouldn't let me put whitewash on my face. See, this is Uncle Arthur's idea.
That right?
Well, he has a very sensitive skin, sir. It runs in the family.
And whose family?
His family.
I see. What's this?
It's all I could find.
The wedding dress.
Aye. It was my mother's. Oh, there's a veil. It was in the attic. And you know this, Captain Mannering? The poor wee mousie had passed away. And the bustle.
What do you think?
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that he hasn't brought the bouquet.
Yes, find something more suitable.
Right, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Who put you up to this, Godfrey?
It's my Pyrrho costume. I was at the Army and Navy store, so we went as a sort of troupe and did a few shows for charity, and we called ourselves the Gay Gondoliers.
The Gay Gondoliers? We can't have this.
Oh, I don't know, sir. I think it's rather fun, except for the pom-poms.
I hadn't dared to cut them off. I thought we might keep them until after the bells rang and the snow fell.
Oh, I can't allow that. No. You must wear proper clothes, like everybody else. Well, on the whole, it's a very good turnout, men. Very good. And now, when it snows, we shall be able to merge into the landscape.
Oh, look at that floor. Look at that floor. Just look at it. 3 hours I spent on that. Backbreaking.
Oh, never mind all that, Mr. Yateman. Captain Mannering, can I have a word with you?
Well, can't you see that I'm busy?
We're all busy in our own different ways, Captain Mannering. I just want to give you plenty of notice that you won't be able to use the hall on Saturday fortnight.
Oh? Well, I may need it. I may need it for a serious military purpose.
Well, I do need it for a church bazaar. We're raising money for comforts for the troops.
Why have I only just learned this?
The parish council only decided half an hour ago. That's why.
That'll do, Mr. Yateman.
Oh, now, this is a project in which you could count on our wholehearted support, isn't it, Wilson?
I shouldn't be at all surprised.
Yes, with the Home Guard behind you, the affair could take on a much, much broader aspect. But time's short, we must act quickly. Now, I want you to get round all the important people in the town and summon them to a meeting. We'll form a small executive committee. We'll have to have a chairman, of course.
A chairman? Now I wonder who that'll be.
Now, as chairman, may I just bring the meeting to order and welcome...
Hold on a minute, hold on a minute. Why ever is it, whenever we have a meeting about anything, you're always the chairman? Who elected you? That's what I want to know.
It was perfectly above board and legal. I was elected by the steering committee.
Oh. And who elected the steering committee?
I did.
Yes, Town Clerk, I feel sure we're all most happy to have Captain Mannering as chairman. Now, I have a meeting of my General Purposes Committee in 1 hour and 5 minutes, so please, can we proceed?
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Gordon.
Very late, Captain Mannering. We've been coupon counting.
Oh, I see. Well, please sit down.
Oh, thank
We always do coupon counting on the last Wednesday of the month.
Yeah.
I dread it, I don't mind telling you. I really dread it. So, do you know, if it wasn't for Mrs. Fox, I don't think I'd be able to carry on. She's awfully good to me, Mrs.
Yes, I'm
Fox.
sure she is. Do sit down.
I do the odd 100,
What?
and then I make him a nice cup of tea and things. But it's the least I can do, isn't it?
It's the least you
Can we get on?
Yes, can we get on, please?
Yeah. I second that.
Oh, be quiet, Mr. Yateman.
Right, how many offers of help have we on hand at the moment, then, Samuelson?
Mrs. Yateman has very kindly said that she will do the tombola.
She always does the tombola.
Well, that's because she's very good at the tombola. On the other hand, I mean, if this year Mrs. Pike wants to do the tombola...
Oh, I don't want to do the tombola.
Well, then why did you mention it, Mavis?
Don't you start. You lay on the settee with your muddy boots on last night, didn't
Mavis,
you?
please,
Wet
please.
the antimacassar and then tried to rub it off. Thought I wouldn't notice.
Told you shouldn't have rinsed it in the rose bowl, didn't I?
Can we get on?
Yes, please. Can we get a... Perhaps I'd better take the list, Sergeant, had I? Yes. You're going to rue the day you ever met that woman.
And I'm doing quite a lot of ruining at this very moment.
Well, now, here we are. Mr. Godfrey, I understand that you're going to provide some chutney. Is that right?
Yes. My sister Dolly's giving 3 pots of honey and quite a lot of wine. Elderberry. You've tasted it, I think, Mr.
Once. I must admit, I found it totally undrinkable, but no doubt some fool pay the money for the name of charity, son.
I should like to say here and now that I am about to donate a monster brawn.
What? Monster brawn?
You can serve it slice at a time on plates, or else you can have a monster brawn raffle.
What sort of monster is it going to be made from?
Be quiet.
And Mrs. Fox here, she's going to do fortune-telling and soothsaying in a gypsy tent.
Fortune-telling, eh?
That's right. Cards or ball.
The work
Whatever takes your fancy.
The work of the devil.
I'm only going to charge 6pence.
Well, that's cheap enough.
And each person gets 5 minutes alone with me.
Alone, eh? Oh, well, it's a good cause, and you're a fine-built woman. I'll take a chance.
Mr. Chairman, point of order. What is Mrs. Mannering going to do?
That isn't a point of order, Mr. Hodge.
I see, she's not going to do anything, then.
On the contrary, she's providing some lampshades.
Lampshades?
Yes. She makes them from odds and ends. Helps pass her time in the shelter.
So Yabu sucks.
Now, listen. One more outburst like that from you, Pike, and you'll go home.
He's a young hooligan, that's what he is.
Never you mind about him. What are you going to do?
Yes, let's keep to the matter in hand.
As a matter of fact, Mr. Hodges has a rather wonderful surprise for us, haven't you, Mr. Hodges?
Yes, and it's better than your mouldy old wine and rotten lampshades. I'm going to donate 3 oranges.
3?
I'll bet none of you have seen oranges for years.
No.
You can auction them off.
Where did you get 3 oranges?
Never you mind, they make a lot of money, and that's all that matters.
Yes, well, I'm sure we're all very grateful.
Oh, I second that.
Oh, be quiet, Mr. Yateman.
There was a function at Eastgate last week. They had sausage rolls. Couldn't we have sausage rolls?
On behalf of Mrs. Yateman, one thing's got to be made perfectly clear. If we're going to have sausage rolls, we've got to have sausages.
I think they were made from some vegetable concoction. But the trick was they had puff pastry. They were very nice.
You can't have puff pastry without fat.
Anybody knows that.
Men don't. They think we wave a fairy wand. They don't have to queue up for hours on end.
Well, it's no good queuing up outside my shop. I haven't got any fat neither.
No, you take Mr. Jones for granted. Too much, all of you.
What are you talking about? I wouldn't go to his shop with Wellington boots on.
Oh!
You couldn't, because you're not registered with me.
Listen, if you want a few honeys in future, you go get one.
Please, don't let's get this discussion heated, please. After all, we're only here to raise money to send comforts to the troops.
Hey, I've got an idea. We could all club together and send them Mrs. Fox.
Wilson! How dare you?
It's a joke.
This is your fault. You're far too lax with this boy.
Don't you blame the boy. It's all happened since he's been with you lot.
Since I've
but
been
our
with you
Bob
lot.
sure is for
Lights out was sounded long ago.
Here, Pikey. Look at that. Isn't that a picture?
That really is a monster brawn, that. Really...
Mr. Jones! Mr. Jones!
What is it, Mrs. Fox?
Oh, I've lost one of my globes.
Well, have you got them both when you come in?
Well, of course I had.
Could you use something else to gaze into?
No.
Oh, I know. I can run home and get Mum's goldfish bowl.
Don't be silly, Pikey. I'd expect Mrs. Fox to gaze into a goldfish bowl with a lot of goldfish swimming about. She'd be gazing in for inspiration, and they'd be gazing out going...
Oh, Godfrey, how's everything going?
Oh, very well, thank you. My sister Dolly had a very good idea.
Yes.
Letting people taste the wine before they buy it, and then they know what to expect.
Oh, I see.
Would you like to try some, Mr. Mannering? It's my best elderberry.
2 o'clock in the afternoon? No, thank you. No.
Well, perhaps Mr. Wilson would like to try some.
Yes, I would indeed. Thank you so much. How nice of you. Thank you. Love that. Just what I would like. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah.
What's all that palaver about?
Well, that's the way you have to do it, you see. I mean, the French people always do it like that. Actually, one really should spit it out.
Well, let's have any of these dirty foreign tricks here. Ah, silhouettes, eh? That's a novelty.
Oh, it is. Oh, would you like me to do you, sir?
Oh, yes, why not?
Only sixpence.
Sixpence, oh,
Good.
well.
Now you'll
Help the war effort.
have to stand very still.
Yes.
Thank you.
Captain Mannering, sir.
Yes?
My monster's gone shiny.
What did you say?
Still, I said.
It's too hot in here. It's beginning to melt, so what am I going to do?
Perfectly simple, Jones. Take it out into the yard where it's cool and bring it into the hall from time to time to show to the people.
What would we do without your organising ability? Pikey, Pikey, come on, we're going to take this outside.
Oh,
you see. Too hot in here. Well, don't joggle it about. I'm not joggling it. You are joggling it.
There you are, sir. That's it. You to a T.
Oh, it's awfully good, sir. Perfect likeness. Terribly good.
Rubbish. It's awful. Just a round lump.
Well, you're a round lump.
I didn't pay sixpence to be insulted, Fraser.
I think you're getting a bargain.
You're in uniform. I put you on a charge for insolent behaviour. Why is this table empty?
Well, it's Mrs. Mannering's stall for her lampshade, sir, you see.
Yes. Lampshades. Just come in the office a minute, will you?
Aye, sir.
There you are, Vicar. Look at that. Mouth-watering, isn't it?
Oh, a rare sight indeed, Mr. Hodges. Do you know, I don't think I've seen an orange for over 2 years.
If my memory serves me right, Your Reverence, it was just before the war in the Scouts' production of Good King Charles. You played Nell Gwyn.
Ah, happy days.
Thank you, sir.
Now, about these lampshades of Mrs. Mannering's.
Oh, yes?
Yes. She's been making them for over a year now, but I've never said anything about it because she's rather sensitive to criticism.
Yes.
But the fact is they're They're rather unusual.
Unusual?
Yes. Not to put too fine a point upon it, they're bizarre. But she is determined to bring them down here this afternoon to help out.
Oh.
Is there a joke?
Yes, there is, as a matter of fact, a little bit of a joke, yes, sir. See, the bazaar for the bazaar. You see what I mean, sir? Understand? It's sort of a play on...
Yes. Now, I realised, of course, that these lampshades were going to call forth some rather ribald remarks from the more plebeian fractions of the town.
Yes.
But I said to myself, well, after all, she's my wife, and I must stand up for her.
Yeah, well, that's very noble of you, sir.
Yes. And then came the incident of the bath.
The bath?
You see, we have a rather old bath at home, and some of the enamel's chipped off, and there's a rather dirty brown stain under the taps.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Yeah. Well, I was in the ironmonger's yesterday, and I saw some bath enamel. So while she was out shopping this morning, I put a coat on the bath.
Did it work?
Only up to a point. Unfortunately, it takes 5 hours to dry. And Elizabeth is very unpredictable, you see. After all, how would I have expected her to decide to take a bath in the middle of the day? I was sitting in my study when it happened.
What happened?
I heard a dreadful scream come from the bathroom.
Yes.
Dashed in to find her standing in the bath. And the paint had come off in one long strip, you understand, and she was wrapped in a sort of...
I see, sort of a enamel skirt.
Quite. Was held to pay, of course.
Yeah.
Then came the question of how to get the stuff off. I mean, chemicals were no use. Pumice stone wouldn't shift the stuff.
Sandpaper?
Oh, no. Very delicate skin. Anyway, I managed to take off the bits that were hanging down, you see, and tell her that she'd just have to let the rest wear off. It became rather hysterical, and to calm her down, I said, well, don't bother, dear. I said, nobody's going to look at you without clothes.
Well, did it do any good?
Not at all, no. No, she ran into the bedroom and slammed the door. Well, this means, of course, that she won't be here this afternoon.
Oh, really? I really am awfully sorry about that, sir. So sorry.
There's only one thing which might retrieve the situation.
Yeah?
That's if I could get hold of one of Hodge's oranges. Now, that might calm her down, you see. She's very partial to oranges.
Yes, well, let's hope that does the trick.
There's only one consolation about the whole thing.
What's that?
Well, I shan't have to be embarrassed by those damn lampshades.
Oh. There we are, Pikey. That's the lot.
They are nice. He will be pleased.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Putting out Mrs. Mannering's lampshades.
How did you get hold of them?
Oh, well, I was coming here, you see. I had to pass your house.
Yeah.
And on the doorstep was a big cardboard box there. Anyway, I was standing there. The door opened a crack. A hand came out and a finger beckoned to me. So I went up, and I noticed that underneath the fingernail was all white paint. Anyway, there was this mad cackling laugh. The finger pointed at the box, and the door slammed. Hey, you don't think it's your cleaning lady gone potty, do you? You should go on again.
I think there's 2 more of them.
Oh, they're lovely. Hey, everybody, have a look. Look at these lampshades Mrs. Mannering made. Aren't they lovely?
You stupid boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention for a moment, please? Now, may I first of all welcome you to our Winter Bazaar, and here to perform the opening ceremony is our popular town clerk, Mr. Gordon.
Don't fetch the broom, we're opening.
Oh, right. Good afternoon, citizens of Warmington-on-Sea. Now, as you know, this bazaar this afternoon is in aid of the town's Comforts for the Troops Fund. Every penny that you give will be another nail in Hitler's coffin. So, go to it with a will. I now declare this bazaar well and truly open.
Pompous idiot. But at least he was brief.
Walk up, ladies and gentlemen, and see my lovely oranges. I shall be auctioning them off at 4:30. Walk up.
No, that Brian Hodges makes the whole thing sound like a fairground.
I said dreadfully comedy shouldn't be allowed in public places at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, come and see my monster brawn. The tickets for this are a penny each. Due to circumstances beyond my control, it only be on view for a few minutes, all the times during the afternoon, as it has to wait outside.
Mind your backs, please. Mind your backs, please. Mind your backs, please.
Monster Brawn's arrived.
Stallman, how do you expect me to get a likeness if you keep fidgeting about?
Would you like to try my elderberry wine?
Oh, thank you.
I think I'll go and get some tombola tickets, Wilson.
All right, sir.
They've got a bottle of whiskey here for the first prize. Elizabeth takes a drop now and again, you know. Purely medicinal, of course.
Oh, yes, of course, sir. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 3 o'clock, and the monster brawn will be on view for a further 10 minutes.
Mind your backs, please. Mind your backs.
Guess what?
Okay, I think I'll buy some more tombola tickets.
Well, you've bought quite a lot already, haven't you, sir? Haven't you won anything yet?
Only this boat race favour.
Oh, I say they're awfully attractive, isn't it? It's Cambridge, too. Lovely.
Sorry, Mr. Gordon.
Look what I've won, Captain Mannering. The bottle of whiskey. Certainly smiled on me this afternoon.
Would you like some more tickets, Mr. Mannering?
No, I don't think I'll bother, thank you.
Pikey, Pickwick, come on. Outside with it, it's melting. Go on, outside with it.
Sick and tired of lugging this thing in and out all afternoon.
Make way!
Make way!
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Good heavens, what's that?
Sponge?
Yes, Captain Mannering.
What's that child doing with all my wife's lampshades on her head?
Well, I couldn't sell them as lampshades, so I'm selling them as funny hats for the kids.
How dare you?
So sorry.
Oh, son.
I beg your pardon.
Sorry.
What's the matter with him?
Well, he's obviously tiddly.
Tiddly? How could he be? Just a minute, what's going on over there?
They're drunk.
Godfrey, how much wine have you sold?
None at all, I'm afraid, sir.
Well, what about all these empty bottles?
Well, you see, sir, everybody's tasting it, but nobody's buying it.
Mr. Mannering,
Yes?
while I was outside with the Brawn, dispatch rider arrived, asked me to give you this.
Yes, where is he now?
He's getting on his bike.
Well, stop him, I want to talk to him.
All right.
Hang on! Captain Mannering, sir. I want a raffle of brawn. Now we can't keep lugging it in and out all the time, you know.
No, very well, all right.
Sorry, Mr. Mannering, he'd gone. Mr. Jones, there's something outside I think you ought to see.
What is it?
Brace yourself for a shock.
This will be about tomorrow's exercise, I suppose. Now, after the auction, get the men into my office, will you, please?
All right, sir, yes. All right.
Captain Mannering!
Yeah?
Captain Mannering!
What is it?
That dispatch rider, he's run over my brawn.
Good heavens! How did he manage to do that?
He sort of went...
Ladies and gentlemen, walk up, walk up. I shall now auction my oranges. Walk up, walk up.
I'm determined to get hold of one of those oranges.
Well, how high are you prepared to go, sir?
Where my wife is concerned, the sky's the limit.
Here, Mr. Hodges. I just heard Captain Mannering say he's determined to get my note oranges.
Well, he's not going to. I'll see to that. Right, now, lot one, the first orange. Now, what am I bid for this lovely, juicy orange now? What am I... Sixpence down here. Thank you very much. Can I say 1 shilling now? I have sixpence down here. Can I say a shilling?
1 shilling.
Thank you, madam. Going to the lady here for 1 shilling.
Just a minute, I haven't finished bidding.
Mate, you're hard bun, mate. You want to speak up a bit sharply. You mumble, that's your trouble. Right. Lot two, the second orange. Now, what am I bid for this lovely, round, juicy orange?
1
shilling. Thank you very much. Can I say 2 shillings now? I have 1 shilling down here. Can I say 2 shillings? 2 shillings, anybody? I have a shilling down here. Can I say 2 shillings? I have a shilling here. I am withdrawing this orange from the sale.
Right.
It hasn't reached its reserve price.
What is its reserve price?
Mind your own business. Right, now.
Frank, you go and buy the orange for Captain Mannering.
All right.
Off you go.
Lot 3, the third orange. Now, what am I bid for this lovely, juicy orange? 1 shilling, thank you very much, sir. Can I say 2? Can I say 2 shillings? 2 shillings, thank you very much indeed. Can I say 3 shillings now? I have 2 shillings there. Can I say 3? Can I say 3 shillings? 3 shillings, thank you very much, sir. Can I say 4? Could I say 4 shillings for this lovely orange, this lovely, round, juicy orange now? 4 shillings, thank you very much indeed. Can I say 5? Could I say 5 for this lovely orange now? Don't forget all the money goes for comforts for the troops now. Can I have 5 shillings, please? I have 4 there. Can I say 5? 5, thank you very much. Now, 5. Can I say 6 now? Could I say 6? I have 5 here. Come along, this lovely, juicy orange. 6, anybody? 6, thank you very much indeed. 6. Thank you. Can I say 7 now for this lovely orange? This lovely orange that is only fell off the tree last week now. Now, 7, thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you very much. Go on to 7 to the little fat gentleman in the front. Right, can I say... Could I say 8 now? Can I say 8, please? 8. Can I say... I've got 7 here. Can I say 8, please? 8, anybody? 8. 8 shillings for this lovely... 8 shillings, thank you very much indeed. I have 8 shillings down here. Can I say 9? Can I say 9? I have 8 there. 9 shillings for this lovely orange now. 9 shillings, thank you very much. I have 9. Can I say 10? Can I say 10 shillings for this lovely orange now? If not, it is going for the first time at 9 shillings. Going for the second time at 9 shillings. It is going... Yes, 10 shillings.
All right, It's all right, don't worry. Frank bought it for you.
Well, why didn't you say so? I've been bidding against myself.
Yes, but it was in your own interest.
Get the men in the office.
All right, sir.
What, 10 shillings for an orange? The boy's gone off his head.
Your orange, Mr. Manreen.
Thank you. See who that is, will you?
All right. Hello? Oh, hello, Mrs. Manreen.
Tell her I'm not here.
He says he's not here. Yes. Yes, I'll give him that message, yes. You're going to stay with your sister for the weekend. Right.
Tell her I've got an orange for her.
It's got an orange for you. I don't think he could do that. She hung up.
Sir, you wanted to see us, sir?
Yes, yes, I did.
I'll round up the others, sir.
No, don't bother. Come in, close the door.
All right.
Now, I just wanted to thank you, men, for all the hard work you've done today. Once again, you rallied round and given your best for the war effort.
Oh.
And the fact that I paid 10 shillings for this orange must have swelled the coffers enormously.
You haven't paid me for it yet.
Quiet, boy. Now, I bought this orange, as I say, for 10 shillings. And I'm going to share it with you.
Oh,
that's very good.
Sir, your generosity is beyond
all
bounds.
Thank you so much. Very good.
Oh, you're like a father and mother to us, Captain Manning.
Thank you.
To us.
I know.
Comrades in arms. To us.
To us.
Here, Napoleon, I forgot to tell you, you'll find those oranges rather bitter. They're for making marmalade.
Thank you.